once again. Welcome back to this class on Power BI trading. In the last 2 weeks, we've learned some basics of Power BI. We've learned how to connect to different data sources. We've learned how to clean our data, transform our data, and making our data ready for analysis. So today, we are going to continue from where we stopped. We're going to move forward to another thing, which is data modeling and DAX. Data modeling and DAX, that is data entry expression, that is called DAX. So before I start the class, I will want one or two of us to share their screen. How far have you gone with our data, with the data cleaning? We should have by now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 have like 8 data sets in your Power BI. Can somebody share a screen and show us where we are? Let's see these people to see what you have done with this class. So we are going to do that within the next 5 minutes. Who is ready to do that? Who is ready to share a screen? Okay, Farouk Abubakar. Farouk Abubakar, can you share?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay.
Let's see your screen. Let's see where you are. Okay, I think it's coming up. I've not seen it yet, but it's coming up. Has anyone seen the screen? Okay, that's come up. Good job. So I can see that you are ready for today's class. Thank you. So can somebody else share their screen? Who is ready to go? Can somebody share a screen or a screen or their screen? Who is ready? Okay, Madam, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for this class. I'm really appreciate it. So far, I've been able to get the data, extract the data, load data, and how to clean data in a Power BI query. And the two class sessions we have did so far, be able to do it. And the last time that I didn't know anything, you told me to ask ChatGPT to tell me the steps, and I was able to do it, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So you are ready, your data are ready in Power BI, right?
Yes, the data yes, it's ready. Yes, I loaded it already.
Okay, yeah, good job. Okay, thank you very much. Now, so let's move back to the class then. Thank you very much for the two, a lady and a man that responded. I think we balanced, the equation has balanced, so no cheating. So now, you just make a point now. Okay, let me quickly show us something before we go deeper. Let me quickly show us something now. I said it will ask ChatGPT. For those of us who don't know how to use GPT, let's quickly do one or two things there. I'm grabbing something here now. Okay. Now, see, this your GPT is no longer just for text alone. There are a lot of things you can do with the GPT, especially when it comes to Excel data, Excel, CSV, PDF file, and some other things like that. So remember, I said you have ChatGPT. There are two ways you can do that. There are two ways by which you can attach your file. If you have an heavy file, you have a very big file. If you have an heavy file, this is what you do. Let's quickly fix that. Because as data analyst, you like no way you will not be using assistance from the AI. You always need assistance from what? From AI. Now let's quickly look at these two scenarios. Look at this. This is as a more people's name position here. Okay.
Hello, sir. Sorry, sir. We can't see your screen, sir.
Okay. I will share it. I'm sorry. Because of people who shared, so my screen has gone off. I didn't know. Just hold on, please. I'm trying to look for one or two data for us to learn together. I have 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Now, so I think my screen is coming up, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this data is not much. This one is not much, but I'm going to use it as an example. Now, as this data is here, if you want to ask ChatGPT on way forward, you have the data, you don't know what to do. So what do you do in this case? You can see this is the Netflix title, Netflix title, enable editing. We have like so many pages there. We have Netflix title, directors, country, cast, and this category. So these are what we have in this workbook. So there are two ways. There are two ways you can do that. You can go to GPT and say, okay, I have a workbook of so number of pages, and you mention the pages. So that and you extract some part of the whatsoever. But in other case, you can also make use of attachment from here. Go to download a desktop, and then from desktop you can see what we call it Netflix. So it's okay. With this, you can say this. I have this workbook for Power BI analysis. Yeah. Now and I go through the cleaning, the data cleaning. So you can pick the cleaning page by page of number one page. You mention the page, and then you go ahead with that. Also, it can also help you when it comes to how to visualize too. Also, if you have any issue with your DAX formula, you don't know if you are having issue with the DAX formula, just copy and paste the query or the formula here. ChatGPT will help you to do that. But there is a limitation here on GPT because GPT is like a leader in the industry, and everything has been monetized. So in that case, if you attach too many files, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 files in a day, GPT will just shut you off and tell you to go come back tomorrow after so time. Are you getting me? So they ask you to do that. So these are what you can do. In this case now, okay, fix the column, ensure the column, okay. Okay, I think this is just a general something here. This column name, these are just the random thing. Okay, that's okay. Let us do this. Let's start page by page. Let's start with Netflix title page or sheet. So you can analyze that of the game. So, like I was saying, if ChatGPT tell you that you have reached the end of that day, please go and try this. DeepSeek AI. This is free. This is Chinese server. This one is free. Doesn't have limit. Like GPT will have limit. This doesn't have limit, and it's going to give you at least almost like 90% of what you're going to get in terms of support on how to clean your data or how to write your code. Now you can see that now it's now more specific now. It's now more specific now. So key columns in these are the missing values. So you can see that there are missing values in TV rows. There are missing values. There are null values here. So so you can see the cleaning part. Remove rows with critical observer. Convert this added to proper date. Convert this. Are you see? So and while doing this, you want to convert your date and date is not converting. What do? Come and tell him again. I'm having issue with this server, and it's going to help you and guide you on what to still do to make sure you have that clean. That's just by the way, but you cannot do without it, and you should learn how to do that. And the other way, you can also copy your data. If you have like 60,000 row or server, or you have so many rows, you can also copy your data. Especially if your data is sensitive, if your data is a real life data, if your data is a real life data, it's not advisable to just attach your file. Are you getting me? For privacy and confidentiality sake. All they say hi, everything you do, they are recording everything, they are using your data to learn. So when you have something like this, make sure you just copy. You can copy a sample of the data without the editing. Just copy a sample of the data and give it to GPT. Okay, for example, let me open another fresh sheet. Please, can you? I have this, I don't even know what to do. Can you explain this data for me? Just explanation only. I just want to understand. I don't know what to do. I have the data. I don't even know what each column stands for, and I want GPT to explain data to me. Consider I just please copy and paste this time around. This is not attachment. So either way, explaining the data for me. Okay. So you can see that it's explaining what each column stands for. Duration minute, duration T, it means this thing. The type is talking about either movie or TV show title, and you can see that. Okay, now row one, what we have there, row 3. So you can see it's explaining the data sample to me. Okay, what kind of analysis? What kind of analysis can I achieve on Power BI? So if it's Excel too, whatever you want to do, you can still go ahead and ask questions. You can also say, okay, you can see that is everything writing is on. I will not wait for all the story. It's just a simple guide. Can you generate a sample, a similar sample data set in CSV or XLS, anyone you like, CSV. So that is one good thing about GPT. You go to generate and that sample, something similar to that data for you. Generate that. Generate this. Okay. Convert to .csv file. So it can give you sample data. Assuming you need the data to work with, and you have original data, but you want to use the original data, and you don't want to bring everything to this. You can just tell GPT to get you maybe like 100 rows or 200 rows data similar to what you have, and you can use that one. You can now download this one, upload the GPT again, and then you start working together, or DeepSeek, start working with it together. You can see the data set, see a sample data set, GPT. So it's opening its own data set. Can you see the sample data from it? So with this, if you want to make 100 rows, you can tell it 100 rows, and you can start learning with that. So you cannot translate whatever you learn in that to the original data that you have. So, okay, that is that. I'm closing that. So let's go back to today's business. Any question on that? Any question on that? Okay, no question. Thank you. So now, today, Mr. Taiwo, the question.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm sorry to ask this question.
Don't sorry, you ask the question. We are here to learn.
Please,
okay.
for lazy and busy man like we,
okay,
can we ask ChatGPT to clean our data for Power BI? Is it ideal?
If your data is not much, it can clean for you, yeah? But you know that GPT can make error. You can only do that with a small data. Are you getting me? When you have a large data, if you tell it to go and pay. Are you getting me? A small data can be cleaned. You have a small data you want to clean. For example, if you just fix it and then you export a small data, it's possible very well in GPT. But you know, if you want to do analysis and you cannot see how you clean your data yourself, GPT can even change the numbers sometimes. The numbers you have there, you can change numbers, you can skip numbers, you can skip a whole row, you can skip a whole column. Are you getting me? If you want to try that, you can copy your chart of account, copy it and give GPT, tell it to format it and give you a very good format for that account. It's one that only 70% of your chart of account will return back. Some will have missed along the way. So you have to be very careful. If you depend on the kind of data you are taking in or you are bringing to GPT. But you can bring your data. It's there to assist you. That's why I say that GPT cannot replace human beings. It can only replace people who refuse to upgrade. People who want to make, who are trying to be at the height of their game, who make use of AI. Why AI and the people who know the job will take the job of people who does not know. Okay, thank you very much for that question. I think that is clear.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so today we're going to focus on two things. Like I said earlier, semantic model, that is call it modeling in the short form, modeling in Power BI. I'm going to look at how to write that formula. So when you talk about modeling, what are we really talking about? Remember, like in the last class we had, we have like 8 different tables. But we all know that all the 8 tables, they are related. We have customer, calendar. None of them is useless, but they are inside different tables. Now, being inside different tables, how do we now tell Power BI that when we want to know the sales from this table, is we go and pick product from here. We want to know how many products we sold from sales table. You know, they are from different tables, but we want to know how many products we sell. But the sales information is there. We want to see how our sales are done across different territories. For territories, we don't have territory inside sales table. How do we fix that? We want to analyze our customer based on the sales, or based on returns, or based on the territory, or product category. So how do we tell Power BI to understand that this customer has number of sales from this row, customer B has number of sales, has number of returns, and so on and so forth. So those are what we will learn under the data modeling here. So the first thing I'm going to look at here is creating relationship. So, and which is basically what we're going to learn here. We're going to learn how to create relationship between them. And relationship can come in different forms. Relationship can come in different forms. So we're going to see what forms are available for us. So then we'll talk about cardinality also, and how to configure our table and column properties too. Then we talk about hierarchy, and our hierarchy. Let's stop there and see some parameter for some dynamic reporting too. Then, okay. So let's quickly go through the slide, and wherever we need to, we are going to look at it in a very practical sense. So now, when we talk about semantic model, this is where we organize complex data into an intuitive structure that enhances data visualization and enable efficient and insightful reporting. So that is, we are creating model. We want to model our data into what? Into a structured one. We want to model it into structured data that we can use for what? For visualization. So one of the benefits of that is that it makes relationship between tables more easier. And that will enhance our reporting and help us with what? With good decision making. So if you look at the Power BI here, on the left side there, I think you can see that we have 4 different views there. The first view, table view, and the model view. So this model view, this is where we are coming to in this class. We are working on this model view first. So this is where we create the model and create the relationship between our tables. So to tell them, this is your family. You can get this from here, you can get this from here, you can get this from there. That will be to learn in that class. Then, so we have, when we talk about compound relationship, you can see that when you want to compare relationship, okay, let me quickly chip in something here. We have two types of tables. When we are talking about data analysis in Power BI, we have two types of tables. We have what is called dimension table and fact table. Dimension table and what? And fact table. Fact. That is FACT. Fact table and dimension table. Let me use this to explain. Let's go back to the table view. If you look at this calendar date, one date as a row, no date is repeated twice. You can see from January 1, and let's sort it and see the last one here. Descending order. We have up to 27, from 2015 to 2017 to June 2017. So no date is repeated twice. No date is what? Is repeated. You can see we have 912 rows and 912 distinct values. 912 rows and 912 what? Distinct. It means no date is repeated twice. That is the meaning. So it means that when you have something like this, this is called a dimension table. We use this table to analyze our fact table. In this case, what we want to analyze here basically we want to analyze sales. So our sales table is a fact table, which is where we have the information we want to. But we cannot have all the information in our sales table. The sales table will just be too long. Are you getting me? For example, now, when you pick this order, the order name, order ID, order date, order color, order this, order that. If you want to have column for everything, you can see that it's going to be too cumbersome. Look at this. Look at this product key. Product 731. This is product 731. You can see that it appears more than once. Okay, let me just pick the one that's very close. Let's pick one here. Product 223, and it's okay. You can see the number of times that this product was sold. So if we have to repeat everything here, it means that we are going to write the model name of the product how many times? About 2,000 times. We are going to write the product color 2,000 times, cost 2,000 times, product description 2,000 times, product key 2,000 times, product name. So we are going to repeat all these 2,000 times. The same thing when you come to customer key also. Each customer you're going to repeat all the information about customer number of times. That is why this kind of we call it relational database system simplify and reduce the workload. At the end of the day, the data will be too heavy and will be too. At the end of the day, may not even give us what we really want because it will be too heavy. So, but in this case now, we have database for customer separate, whereby we just need to have a key in our that we understand everything in customer table. So this the table where we have our information for analysis is referred to as the fact table. Return table is a fact table. Sales table is a fact table. But product table, which is just talking about product, is explaining what each product stands for. And when you see product 1, so this product, it's telling us that this product, its name is this, the color is this, the key is this, and this is that. So what is telling us just anything about that product, what is telling us. So product 2, telling us everything about that product. So instead of us, once we see this number in our sales, when we see 215 in our sales table, if you want to know the model name, you can just get the spot 100. Instead of repeating spot 100 1 million times in our sales table, Instead of repeating product name 100 times in our sales table, we just need it just one, this product table. And our sales will come here to come and carry the information when we might want to use such information. That's what we call what? Call the fact table, and we call the other one this dimension table. That is one. Two, now we now see from our dimension table, you can see that we have there's a key, this key column. This is a key column. This is one of the key columns where we have number of rows equals to what? Number of days. So we call this key, we call this a primary key to this table. Please note that also. We talk about fact table and dimension table. That is one. Now we now come back, we are now coming back to the dimension table. The key, when we have a key that is unique, we have everything to be distant value, no repetition. We call that key primary key in this table. Am I communicating, please? We call it what? A primary key. In this table, product key is what? A primary key. Let's go to our sales table. Product key. Sales table, product key. Product key, this table. You can see that numbers, okay, let me move it. You can see that a number can be repeated so many times because we can sell a product 1,000 times. So now we have 6,000 rows and we have 130 distinct values. I see. It means that in this table, product key here is called a foreign key. We call it what? A foreign key. Please note it down. In this table now, the same product key that we have as a primary key in one table, when it comes to this table, it becomes what? It becomes a foreign key. Customer key. In the customer table, customer name will appear once if you select any customer here. But in sales table, a customer can buy multiple times. Let me select you. A customer can buy what? Multiple times. And you can see their name appearing more than once. It means that customer key in this table is what? Is a foreign key here. While in customer table, the customer key in the customer table will be what? Will be a primary key in that table. If you come here now and you pick a customer, that is customer table. This customer table. So if you come here and you pick a customer name or customer key, it must be unique. No customer name must be repeated twice. No customer name. If there is repetition, that means there is an error and we have to remove it. So you can see it only appears once there. So in this table, customer key is what? Is a primary key. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So quick question here now. Get set. Look at this table. In this table, this is the product table. Look at this column. Product subcategory key. Is it a primary key here or foreign key? I will call name, please don't talk unless I call your name. Samson John. Samson John. Product subcategory key here. Is it a foreign key or primary key here? If it's not there, I will call somebody else. Don't talk unless I call your name.
It's primary key.
It's not.
Okay. It's primary key. Who said it's primary key? That is Madam Catherine, right?
No. I said it's not
No,
because there are
that is
duplicates
not.
in it.
I didn't ask you to talk now. I said I will call name. I will call name. Okay, you said there are duplicates there. Then what name do we call it here? Back to you, Madam Catherine.
Oh, it's secondary. Okay.
See now, you get Odo. It's called foreign key here.
Foreign key, sorry.
Foreign key. So we have primary key and foreign key. Okay, let's check on that one again. Let's go to return. In return, Isaac Adeluga, product key here, is it a primary key or foreign key? Mr. Isaac Adeluga.
Can you hear me? Is it?
Yes. Is it what? Primary key or foreign key?
Foreign key.
God bless you, sir. Okay. I think it's Madam Mayowa Olusegun. Madam Mayowa, I think it's a lady. I think so. Territory key here, is it a foreign key or primary key?
Is a foreign key. Okay, is it territory?
I'm asking you, territory key, yes. Here in this
Is a
table.
foreign key. I can see number
Foreign
4 duplicates here.
Exactly. So by the time you look down, here, you can see 1,809 rows, but the student value are not the same. So that is because this knowledge is very key when we get to modeling view. So that is what you can see here. See something here said 1 to asterisk. You can see 1 here. You can see asterisk here. That is called one to many relationship. We're going to see that in real practical when we get there. This is one to many. One stands for what? Primary key. In this table, this thing we are looking together is primary table, but the secondary in another table. That is the meaning of this one to many you see here. That is the meaning of that one to what? To many. You can see one to many conversion. That is the meaning. So if you don't want to grab from single from to column, matching data type, this and that, so these are just theory that you can read. I think I've sent something for us to read on that. So, but the practical will clear, practical class will understand it better. Okay, safe table. So that is that. Then cardinality. Okay, that's what we talk about. The same thing when we get to. So we also have just like we have one to many. This is basically what you use in the most cases. In the 95% of the time, 95% of the time, you use one to many, many to one. They are just both are the same thing. Just that this one comes first, this one comes last. One to many, many to what? To one. Those are the two things you can be using 95% of the time. Now this one to one is rarely used, and many to many is also rarely used. These are used by experts, and in most cases, it's even not even advisable. You either split one table into two. That is the best approach. You split one table into two to achieve a better result. Are you getting me now? So, but those are the possibilities you can have. You can have one to many. You can have many to one. You can have one to one. You can have many to many relationships. That is, you have you are bringing foreign key to foreign key together. Foreign key to foreign key. Foreign to primary. Primary to foreign. Primary to primary. Possible. So those are the possibilities we have in that. One to many, many to one. These are single relationship. Here we can create single relationship and we can create double relationship. One to many, one to one is both directions. It means you can filter from one to another. So many to many, single to either table or both directions. You see that when we get to the visual. Then, okay, there's what is called, okay, let's quickly look at this. Let's quickly go in and learn one of the things. By default, you can see that if you open your model view. Go to your Power BI now and go to model view. Possibly you can see that Power BI has created your lines between your data. All these lines here. All these lines. You can see all these lines. Possibly you have all these lines in your data. Go and check it. If you don't have it, let us know. So I'm scrolling up and down to see where the other ones are. Everything close to each other. You can even reduce your screen here. You can zoom out so you can see everything at a glance. You can see them. So when you bring them together, you can expand the tab back again. So
Sorry, sir. Mr.
Yes.
Akin. Sorry, sir. Before you go further, the other time I said secondary key, you said no, that is not right. I want to know what's the difference between. I thought you made mention of secondary key the other time,
no,
and I want to know the difference between secondary, primary and secondary, and even
secondary key here.
Okay.
We have primary and secondary key here.
Okay. So in a table again, can in one table can you have multiple primary keys there?
Yes, ma'am. And multiple primary, no. You can only have one primary key per table.
But in the table that we've been analyzing, you call one, you call not just one column that is the primary key. Another column is still there too, that is also primary that you mentioned.
Which of the tables? Let's look at the tables together. It's not possible for a table to have two primary keys. You only have one key. It's like when you have if the other one look primary, it's just by mistake. For example, in a school, you have matric number, right?
Yes.
And you have names. There's possibility that when you have matric number from SO1215 to the last number, you know, it's going to be unique.
Yes.
Am I right? It's going to be unique. Now, the names also can be unique. It's possible. Is it correct? Am I right? The names can be unique also. But in most cases, in some cases, you can have duplicate names.
Yes.
So if you have the name that nobody bear the same name, it's just by chance. That is just by mistake, by chance. You can have to be bearing the same name. But if you see the column, that this column, no name is repeated, it's just by chance. The main key, the main primary key is that matrix number. Any other thing that is unique there is just by chance. Every other thing on that table is just by chance. So only one primary key per table. But in the table, you can have thousands foreign keys. Like in the top table here, and this is a key, foreign key. This is a foreign key. Even the date here is a foreign key. You get me? The date is a foreign key. You can have 2 transactions in a day, like this one, August 2.
Yeah.
But in calendar, you can't have 2 August 2 in a calendar. When you have August 2 twice, then there's problem. That is called a primary key. This is the key that this table rely upon. Any other thing you see here that look primary is just by chance. The main focus of this table is on this column. This is the only column. This is column that must not have mistake. Any column, other column can have anything. But this column, there must be no duplicate. Is that clear?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, let's quickly create one relationship and see how it comes. You can see here, by default.
I'm sorry, I have a question. I'm sorry, please. Please, what's the difference between secondary key and foreign key?
There's no secondary key. I've not said any secondary. If I say it, maybe that is a mistake. That's a mistake. There's no secondary key here. I've said this several times.
All right.
There's no secondary key here in Power BI. We already have primary and foreign here. For now, maybe tomorrow they can add for secondary key to, they have the way of adding. But for now, what I know is primary key and foreign key. Exactly. Now, if you look at these tables,
hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, how do you bring out this table?
Just click on model view. On your, you can see the report view on the left here. Look at this left side. This you can see this table here. Report view, table view, model view.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Now, I want to increase the size again now so that you can see it very well. Look at this. By default, Power BI has created this relationship. You can, this relationship settings is already in the file. If your own is not there, you can actually go to the settings there, and there's way where you say you allow it to create relationship by default by itself under the settings option here. I think so. So you can enable that, and you can also disable it if you want to be doing, yourself by relationship there. Okay. Auto detect new relationship. So you can uncheck and you can leave it. Are you getting me? So when you put this, it will automatically detect relationship like so. So the other things you can do, auto date, all these ones can but in most cases you don't need to touch all those areas unless there's a reason for that. So but by default, Power BI has detected relationship here. And if you look at this table, can you tell me what kind of relationship we have here? Is it one to many, or many to one, or many to many, or what? Can somebody tell me this? Before we open the relationship, what do we have here? Is it one to many, many to one to one, many to many?
One to many.
One to many.
One to many. It means that in this table,
It's one to many.
there is it means that in this table, this customer key only appear one time here, but here it appear multiple times. Now let me quickly right click on this and delete. I'm going to delete relationship. I right click and delete. There are two ways by which you can create relationship. There are two ways by which we are creating relationship. The easiest way is drag and drop. You can just drag. We know that we want to create relationship between this table. We now look at, okay, what is common to them? We have customer key. What do? Just drag a customer key and place on another one, customer key. That is all. To create relationship between them. Have you tried? What did I do? Let me delete again. Yes. I just drag. You can drag from here. You can drag from here. Wherever there, it doesn't matter where you drag from. Just drag customer key and place on customer key. Fine. That is a simple way of creating relationship. Once you are done, type done in chat box. Done, chat box. Done. Just drag it and place on it.
Please, can you drag it again, please? The customer key.
Just click on it and drag it. Something like this. Just drag something like this and place on it. That is one method of doing that. Done. Okay, how many done do I have here? Done. Your own model view does not show relationship the way your mind is. Why? Can you share your screen? Let's see what you have.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So this is what I have. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, it's the same thing now.
So, yeah, but it's quite different. Like if you see the way your own is. Now look at where my sales is. I just want to confirm if there's no issue. If it's okay that way also.
It's the same way. There are issues. I can see some issue in your data, but in the same way. Because we only brought in one sales table. You have sales 2015, sales 2016, sales 2017 in your data. You're supposed to bring.
I thought I hid them. Is this just showing? Yeah, hidden already.
No, we are seeing it here. If it's leading, what you do next time, don't bother to load it here at all. Don't bother load it here at all. So that append one, I believe that append one is your sales. That's where you append all the three sales together. So you are
Yes.
you can rename it and give it a name. Are you getting me? So
Okay.
go to table view. Go to table view now. Table view. No, second one. Click on that append one. Click on append one. Go to name. Change the name. On the top left. Top left, you see the name there. You can see it, yeah. You can even you can change it. Yeah, great. So now click on transform. Go back to report view. Go back to report view. Report view. Yeah. Click on transform data. Go back to data Power Query. Power Query.
I'm lost.
I am not lost because you need to fix some things on his data, on his own data. So now right click on that sales 2015. You see enable load there. Uncheck that box. This box in front of that mark in front of enable load. Remove it.
Okay.
Do for the other ones too. Do other ones too. Then you can. So we have the same thing. Are you getting me?
Okay. Yes,
so
sir.
the same thing we have, but your own is a little tiny. What you do is just expand it from. You can see the size, the button for expansion down there. Okay, let's go back to class.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay, now, so that is relationship creation. The first method is what I've just done. You drag a name from one table to another table. The second method by which you can create relationship is by using what is called, you can see top here, you can see manage relationship. I want to click on this now. So here you can see what we have here, relationship. Let's create a new relationship now. I'll click on new. Click on what? New relationship. Then I will select a file here. Let's click on the calendar. I'm going to click on the calendar table. And I will click on sales. Because if you look here, there's no relationship between our calendar and our sales. Let's check it. Let's check before we go to that. Our calendar is not linked to anything. Look at the calendar down here. It's not linked to anything. Why? What do you think has caused the problem? Why it's not linked to anything? What do you think is the problem? Can somebody guess?
The data in the calendar does not appear in other data that there's no relationship.
There is date here now, and there is date here. There is date here, birth date. There is date here. I think in the song, there is date here. Why is it not creating relationship between them? It's because the name are not
The format is okay.
Because this is date, this is order date, this is birth date. So Fabia is confused. Unlike here, we have customer key, product key, product key. They are exactly the same name. But in this case, this is date, this is order date. Are you getting me now? Fabia is confused. We have stock date. As long as we have date, or just date here, Fabia will have created a relationship between them. Are you getting me? Now, I said there are two ways you can do that. You can just drag your date and place on it, or you go to manage relationship and create a new relationship. How do you do that? You select your sales. Now, what's the relationship between them? We select this date and we select our order date. So it's telling us that what we have here is what? It's one-to-many relationship. So this you can change it to one-to-many, many-to-one, all those grammar there, but it's one-to-many. So just leave that one-to-many. And the filtering can be single or both. Remember where we come here. I said the filtering can be what? Can be single or both sides. So it means that you can filter from one side to the other one. But in most cases, single is the default, and that is the best for us.
Mr. Kim, I'm sorry, I am lost completely. I'm not even following at all.
Just hold on. Let's people who are following, just get this part. We'll come back to you. Don't worry.
Mr. Akim.
Now, let's first look at what I'm doing, please. Now you can see that we have created the relationship between these two tables now. By using what? By using manage relationship. Is it clear?
Which data are we even using, Seth? I don't even know. I'm completely confused here.
Are you in last week class?
Yes, I am.
So have you uploaded all your data from
No,
customer?
I didn't.
So that is it. Customer, sales, product, return, categories, territory. We did everything last week. We have everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a continuation of that class. It's a continuation of that class that we are doing.
Okay. Okay.
I said that that's going to be our main data.
Okay. Okay, sir.
No new data. No new data. We are going to use that data for everything we want to learn. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let me do it once again. Here we have territory. It's not linked to anything. See our territory. It's not linked to anything. It's standing alone. One man standing. One man will go. But here we have sales territory key. And here we just have territory key here. Territory key. That's the reason why Fabia is confused. Sales territory key. Territory key. We want to create a relationship between them. You can just drag and place it like this. It will do that for us. You can see this is the relationship between them. When I click on it, you can see linking them together. That is one method. The other method is I can just come here and click on manage relationship. Manage relationship. Then I click on what? Name relationship. I need 2 tables, right? Which one is table 1? If I tell me table 1, I want to create between my territory and sales now. Which one is my table 1?
Territory.
Anyone.
Territories.
Anyone. Yeah, anyone can be table 1. If you put territory here, it will be one to many. If you put sales here first, it will be many to 1. Both are the same. It's just a reverse.
Okay.
So anyone can be at the top and bottom. That's what I want to drive out there. So what are the columns what are the columns that are common to 2 of them now? Territory column, I will select this column. I will select this column. Then you click what? Okay. So it has created this territory from sales table territory to what? That is minus 1. So we have relationship between these people.
So why do we need to create relationships?
Because of the...
Okay. The reason I've explained earlier, but I will explain again. Look at this sales table. Look at this table here. Look at this table. And somebody knows there, there's a video playing in the background somebody. This is sales table. Look at this sales table. Which country is this person buying? This row 1. How do you know the country where this person buys from? Look at this row 1. How do you know the country where this person buys from? You can see that we don't have it. Do you have it here?
No.
Hello. How do we know the name of this customer? This customer, his name is not here. How do we know it? You can see that the name is not here, right? Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
The product that was sold, this product that was sold, the name is not here too. Can you see? But we have those names somewhere in other tables where we have full information about this product. This product called 371. Everything about that product is in one table. You get it now?
Like we have a customer database somewhere else.
Exactly. So we need to explain to sales, we need to link our sales to that table to tell us whenever you see 371 in this table, please go and look at this place and bring the information from here. 371. Are you getting me? So when
something like something like VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, something like that in Excel, right?
Exactly, something like just like that. Not exactly the same thing.
Okay.
No, that one we extract it. But this one we just link it up to that place. This is just linking. It's linking you to that cell. So when you see 371, then you know that okay, we are talking about so person, so number, so this is the product we are talking about. When you see 371 anywhere, we are telling Power BI that when you see 371, it's what we are saying. Is it clear now? That is why you have to create. You have to create relationship between them. That okay, please, we have related information in this table. We are telling this table that there's a relationship, that you have a relation, the family is here. So when you see this is what it means. That is the reason why we are creating.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Hello, sir.
I'm getting more confused more.
More and more.
So you're going to like explain. Sorry,
what's the problem?
The problem one, I'm not. I said I'm not following from this thing. When you got to this modeling of the tables now, that to view in model form. Now, all these tables that are now here, you want to like why do you want to like manage their relationship? Why do you want to like bring link them together?
I just explained now. You want to explain, you want to analyze yourselves. What do you want to do? What at the end of this class, what do you think you want to achieve? Let me start from there. What do you think what do you think you want to do, sir? let's pause now. What do you want to do? All this while we are just doing in last week. What do you think you want to do? Let's start from there.
I'm not quite sure of what we are going to do yet, which is where my problem is coming from. I'm not quite sure of what you are trying
What
to
we want
achieve.
do is, I think that's number one. That's the main problem. That is the main problem. That's the real problem.
Okay.
Please always let us follow the class, watch the videos, and we can also do research online too. Are you getting me? See, what we want to achieve here is that we want to analyze this ourselves. We want to analyze this ourselves we want to go in depth of this sales table we have. We want to see which product is selling more, which is buying more, what period are we selling more. We want to see as much as deeper as we can go into this sales report. Are you getting me?
Yes.
We want to do this report. We want to explain. We want to understand everything about the product, how they are selling. We want to see the customers, how they are buying. We want to see territory where we are selling from. We want to see what is driving our sales. Where are we making profit? Where are we making loss? That's what we want to do.
Okay, sir.
That we want to do. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I got that.
Now, second thing now is the information we want to use are not in a single table.
Okay, sir.
We have them scattered around. We have customer database somewhere. We have product database somewhere. We have some categories somewhere. We have our product information somewhere. We have the territory table somewhere. We have you can see that we have them separate.
Sorry, sir. You mean all these tables are not inside one database? They're in different databases.
Yes.
Okay.
They are not.
Okay.
If you go open the what we did last week, you will see tables there. We bring them one by one and we clean them one by one. If you are not following, please let's follow so that we don't drag back. We cleaned each table one by one last week and we brought them to Power BI for analysis. Now they are here. How do we tell them that when we talk about date in sales, how do we know the day, the month, the week, everything? You have to look at this table. The same table, go and look at this table and bring anything you want to get from this table. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So to do that, you have to create bond between them. That is called relationship.
Okay, sir.
Are you clear now?
Yes, it's
no
getting better.
No more confusion again.
Yes.
Okay. Don't get confused, please.
I pray so.
Okay, no. So that is the main reason why we are creating relationship. So we have to look at them. Okay, this customer, which table is related to customer? Any table is related to it, with relationship between them. Our territory key, which table is related to this? We have this territory key. I think we still have one more key again on this one. Let me expand it. We still have okay. There is no date here. There's no date. We only have this here between them. Okay. Now on the customer key, do we have territory there? No territory. They are not related. It means that they are not what? They are not related. No country, nothing here. Right?
Okay.
Here we have customer key, and we have customer key here. That is good. Here we have product key. Let me do something here. I want us to learn something here. Then what is called star schema. Star schema. I will explain that. I think you do something like star schema very soon. Let's focus explain this first. Look at this table. We have
sorry, sir, Mr. Sorry, is there a way you can a command can be given that will show that will give us all the tables that are somehow related, or we'll have to be checking it step by one by one?
There's no command.
Okay.
Unless you did what I said earlier, when you automate that you can describe, you can provide itself, which it has done here. So you now look at the one that is not done and you do it, or you correct where mistake is. No command, you just have to know it. Okay, look at this table. We have sales table, right? We have a sales table. And here we have product. Product key is there, right? Product key is there too. If you click on this, you can see that there is a relationship between these two tables, right? And this one is linked to this. From here, there is no relationship between, there is no direct relationship between product category and sales. But there is a mid joint between them. This one related to this, related to this. And we also have category here. This connect to this connect to this, and this connect to this. So when you have, so it means that relationship between sales table and category here is not direct relationship, is what? Indirect relationship. We call this kind of relationship, we call it snowflake relationship. Snowflake. SNOFLAKES. Snowflakes. Between this table and this table. It's not direct, but they are related now because this is linked to this is linked to this, and this is linked. So it means that our cells can understand everything here. We call that what? Snowflake relationship. That is one. Two, a table that is a fact table can have more than one relationship. Look at our sales table. Sales table is related to customer. This is it. This table is related to what? Territory. Because the fact table. This table is what? Related to calendar. The same table is related to what? To this. And the next table is still related to, okay, there's no relation between two of them, this and that. There's no relation between them. So the only table that is not related to is this one, this one, there's no relation between them, between these two. This one also is a fact table. This return is a fact table too. Being a fact table also, it can relate to more than one table. Look at it. The return table also has territory key here. But if you look at other ones, apart from the one that they have a kind of snowflake relationship, they really don't have more than one relationship. One to one, one to this, one to this. But this one joined to several places. That's the way fact table works. So now, as it is now, our table now, they now understand themselves. We have told them their family. The family is there, family is there, family is there. So we have told them that we are looking for a category, we get it from here. We are looking for this, get it there. So we have linked them together to understand what each of them can do, how they can help each other. That is called modeling here. So, any question at this point before I explain one more thing?
Yes, I
Hello,
have
sir.
a question. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir, you made mention of indirect table, that's the snowflake relationship.
Yes.
And you said something about the tables, like how do you know if one table is indirectly connected to the other table, if there are relationships? I didn't get that part. So I don't know how you get a relationship between two tables that are indirectly related. Yes.
Okay, look at the table. Let's look up. Please look at it again. Our table is we have product key right here. You get that? You get this one, right?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
In our table, we don't have product subcategory. Table. Look at this table. Between this table and our sales table, is there any relationship between them? Look at our sales table. This table and this table, are they related?
Okay, I can see product
subcategory. Sorry, we have product category subcategory,
key,
two
yes.
things there. But if you come here, you don't have the two here. Product category are not here.
Yes,
Are they?
but we have product.
It means there's no relation between this and this directly. But this
Yeah.
one can link to this one because here we have product, sorry. Here we have what is called the
Product key.
product subcategory in this one. Can you see this one? This one and this one, they are dated. Can you
Okay.
see that?
Okay.
So since product is linked to sales, and this one now linked to product, it means that the sales table can understand this table. That's the meaning. Are you
Okay.
getting me now? So sales table will go to product and get this key. This key will now go here and get this key.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Now
Yeah.
look at the next one again. We also have category table separate. This table is also here, standing alone, and it doesn't have anything to do with our sales table. But we can link this up to this table, product category key. That's it
Okay.
here. Are you getting me? So these
Yeah.
two tables now, once they link together and they get to this place and this place, that is what I call it. Indirect relationship is not language. I just use that to explain. Are you getting me? The language
Yeah.
is what? Snowflake relationship. That is not, it's not a direct relationship, it's just what? A snowflake relationship between these tables. That is it. Is that clear?
Yes, that's clear. Thank you.
Welcome. So can I give like, let's give like 10 minutes.
Hello, sir.
To fill up. Hello, before you, please, hold on, please. We have a break of 10 minutes now. Let everybody create their relationship, stretch their legs, and do everything. By 11:40, we'll start the second part of this training, which is that. I get it. So let's create our relationship now, stretch our leg, and do our thing. So ask a question. So everybody can go ahead and be creating your relationship now.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Please, I need a clarification on something. Though I had network issues sometimes when you're talking about I won't say indirect relationship, but like for example, initially the customer table is not linked to any table. So, and I think you said we are going to look at maybe the fields that are common to, I mean, that has a unique, that like the same distinct with other tables.
Please come
So,
over again. I think that's something I got compliment.
Okay, I was saying, for example, initially from my table here, so the customer table doesn't have any relationship. It doesn't link to anything. So I just want to get a clarification on how you link it to other
Just
tables.
drag it now.
So that
Just drag it to it. Just drag it. Click on customer table, click on it, and drag it to customer table from sales, either from customer or from sales. You can drag anyone. Are you getting me? Just drag it.
Now, second thing is that what about a scenario whereby we can't see any key that is unique to in a table to like with other tables? How are we going to do that?
There's no key, there's no table that are related between them.
Yes.
I do mean that there's no common columns to two of them, right?
Exactly. For example,
they are not family. That is it. There's no solution to that. They are not family. They don't know each other. That is it. You have to work on them separately. They are not family. There should be a column. There should be a column that makes you to need the other column, other table. Are you getting me?
Okay.
There should be a column that will make you to need that. If there's no reason for you to need the table, it means you don't need to force yourself to go and link them up. Okay, so let's meet by 11:40.
So don't forget to pause.
Okay.
Pause the recording.